Hi, back again. This video is going to be explaining cavitation. Cavitation is different to fat freezing as it is treating a larger area. So if you are wanting to sort of drop a dress size, then cavitation is what you need. Fat freezing is for pockets of fat. Cavitation is for inch loss, for bigger areas, and it's a course. And I typically do courses of 8, so one a week for 8 weeks, and then at the end of the 8 weeks I do free fat freezing on any area that is still sort of sticking out a little bit more than it should be. Okay, cavitation, how does it work? Here's my cavitation handpiece. This handpiece emits ultrasound energy and it emits it into the area that I'm treating, into the fat cells. So if I'm treating tummy, okay, what's happening is the fat cells start to absorb the energy that this is emitting, and they just don't like it and they can't cope with it. The fat cells start to vibrate through the energy, and after about a minute, the fat cell just can't cope and it just liquidizes. So within 40 minutes, I cover quite a large area. So it's 5 minutes per hand size that I do. So I could typically cover on cavitation, say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Some ladies carry quite a lot here. So I might do 10 minutes cavitation here, then 30 minutes carrying it on here. Straight after doing the cavitation, I use the radiofrequency skin tightening. We don't have to do this on the fat freezing, and that's typically because it's such a slow process, the fat freeze. With cavitation, because we're losing fat straight away, we need the skin to sort of catch up, so everything sort of, you know, we don't want you leaving here with horrible saggy tummy skin. You won't thank me for that. Who is best to have this treatment? Pretty much anybody who's kind of like a size 12 up, I would say. But saying that, if you're a size 12 and lower and you have a bit of a paunchy tummy and, you know, this area is sort of not as sort of slender as it used to be, you can still have cavitation, but you might not need the whole 8. So if we just have a little look here, this lady in the middle, I wouldn't touch her with cavitation. Wouldn't touch her at all. You have to have a good 3 centimetres of fat to be suitable to have cavitation, because otherwise it's not, the fat cells need to absorb the energy. She's not got enough, so it'd just be bouncing around off her muscles and nothing would happen. So I'm pointing at the wrong one, this one in the middle, this one. So I wouldn't touch her with cavitation. She doesn't need it. Okay, this lady here, I'd say she's probably like, oh gosh, I'm guessing-ish, about size 18, something like that. She's definitely suitable for a course. So I would, you know, she'd have a course of 8 treatments. I'd treat all the tummy here, all her sides here. And as I said in my last video, I would treat her love handles at the end of cavitation. If this area after the course of 8 was still a little bit stubborn, then we finish it off with fat freezing. This lady here, she would probably need a course of 8, to be honest. I know she doesn't look that big from where you are, but I know typically from doing this that having a course of 8, she would get a really, she would sort of start there and she'd probably end here, okay? This lady, again, she probably only needed about 4. She's actually, we just need a little 4 just to sort of shave that little bit of tummy off there. So as you can see, because everybody's so different, everyone would need sort of different amounts of treatment. Not everyone needs the full 8. Most people do. 99% of people have the course of 8, and then they finish it off with a freeze. So again, for me to sort of establish what you'd need, you need to have a free consultation. Again, we can do that on the FaceTime or Zoom. Because obviously none of us can go out at the moment, so nobody can come for a consultation, but I'm doing virtual consultations at the moment for people to just sort of get a general idea, because I imagine we're all running to the fridge every 5 minutes, all running to the cupboards and stuffing our faces just through pure boredom, you know, and now we're probably not going to be able to get out. Like, exercise is going to become quite tricky. So, you know, I'm doing these free consultations so that you can get an idea of what you could be looking at when we come out of this horrible coronavirus quarantine thing. Prices. Okay, so prices for a course of 8 cavitations, a course of 8 is $950. That includes fat freezing. So it works out roughly about £118 a treatment, which, yeah, you probably think that does sound quite a lot of money. However, I do payment plans, so you can pay over 2 or 3 installments over the 9 weeks. And I went to Champneys a few weeks ago and paid 90 quid for a facial. This is permanent fat reduction. Once this is gone, it's gone. Unless you sort of eat over and above what you normally would, you don't put the weight back on. It's gone. So, you know, it is an investment. You can pay it over installments. If you just needed half treatments, they work out like £59 a treatment. So again, when you sort of break it down like that, you're having a permanent fat reduction procedure for £59. So, you know, it's kind of I'm quite reasonable. A lot of this machine is in London. It's in Alan Sugar's Apprentices Clinic, all up Harley Street. I mean, this is one of the best machines out there. But because I work from my treatment room at home, my prices are considerably lower, like almost half the price of what you'd pay up in London. And my courses include free fat freezing, so you won't get that anywhere else either. When you come, I'm with you throughout the whole journey as well, so it's not like you're going to be sort of pushed between pillar and post with lots of different therapists doing different sort of variations of the treatment. You're with me every week, and there's consistency. Yeah, I mean, saying that, at the end of this video, I will be putting up, like I did on the last videos, some before and after pictures of people who've had cavitation and freezing. And as I said, if you want any more information, I'll send you some links below, and you can, will it be above? It might be above or below, wherever I write anything, they'll be there, and you can get in touch. And if you want to have a free consultation on FaceTime, then we can sort that out. Okay, I hope that's all made sense. Thanks, bye.